Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. We have got to be so close now. We're going to be so close to Heavensward. This is just ridiculous now. I'm sure that it was done quicker the last time I did it. And I even, I did it how I'm doing it with you guys, like I'm actually reading the story. So I don't know how it's seeming to take longer this time. Anyways, let's get on with it. Praise the 12 that you're hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emeric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. Oh, big long report it will be. You conversed with Midgard-Zorma. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable scepticism. Are we to understand that the Wormlord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection, more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. I love Oriange. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard-Zorma in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Oh, I think I know who we're going to be meeting now. As for how we should present our revelation to Sir Emeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Well, not with Minfilia. Please don't leave me with Minfilia. Alfino! Oriange! Oh, God. Is there something you're not telling us, Yorkshire? You seem different, somehow. 'Tis almost as if you're missing something important. 12th offend, because Homer stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you all right? How do you feel? Like the same. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Because Homer made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althric and Naimir, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard-Zorma ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Okay, bye. You don't have to come back, promise. Promise me you won't come back. Oh, here he is. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? With hast thou rode by thine own hands, mortal? Can I do his laugh? Heh, 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 heh. It was like a really funny laugh. I also like it when the Ascian goes, no! It's so weird. Oh, here she is, Lucia.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Cut him off a little short there, didn't I? I'm not convinced. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravonians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defences and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard-Zorma who roared, a call to arms by one of the First Brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ether on demand! Oh, I know where this is leading. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbreeder has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Alrighty. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solar, shall we? Of course, Moonbreeder, you little legend. You legend. She is so cool, though. I love her voice as well. What she found.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white Eorzea has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White Eorzea can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white Eorzea cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Ascians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangrid and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white Orsite.
Thank you, Eorzea. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
I wish I was a bit more like Moonbreeder. She's just like, she's so enthusiastic. I don't think I've ever been that enthusiastic in my life. She's someone you really need to go out drinking with, I think. She'd be right, laugh. Right, Alphino, what do you want? It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation, though I would wish it otherwise. I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilward will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at our headquarters in Uldar. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you will go to support the front lines. Oh, we're already in a cutscene. Oh. Oh. Your duty is to take you to Northern Fanaland, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Felicity travels to Uldar, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primal and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold position of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fail. Or fall, whatever she said. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Ascilla is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Uldar has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard. That's so much as glares in your direction, milady. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Toodles, have a good trip. Huzzah! Toodles, bye now. Have a good time. I'll see you later. Bye, Colin. Oh, I nearly shed a tear then. Whew. Oh. Well, it was just an excuse to snort my snot away again. Oh, I've got something wrong with my sinuses, I swear I have. But see, have you noticed I haven't been complaining about it too much compared to how much I was complaining about it? Willard. Commander Levieux sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talent is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Eorzea. By returning to the task at hand, the Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Rauban's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Galleons could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, then we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. I don't know why I made his voice sound like like he was about to start crying. Oh well, we'll roll with it. Corporal Bumpkin, my soldiers, yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design no less. By my order, the flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we're unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralise the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. Well, there's no shock there really, is it? We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilise. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I've apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Allian, and let your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Lend. I tell you what, Edelstein here, he's like Minfilia. Don't bloody shut up. Hi, Allian. Allian. Glad to have you with us, Yorkshire. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Someone's vacuuming in the house, so I'm sorry if you hear that. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilberd. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with what the Garleans might throw at them. But even you could not be everywhere at once. The third was getting restless holed up in Uldar, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defences and add their numbers to your counter-attack. Their reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans.
A wise course indeed. I shouldn't think that the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the fourth and give battle to this main column.
You're with the third then, Warrior Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuhu. His scouts should have a rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Do have some strange names in this game. Let's talk to the little man then.
A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now this detached force we've been sent to eliminate is split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves with the terrain hereabouts. I imagine... Oh. That was a comma. That was a comma. Not a full stop. Okay, Yorkshire. Speak properly. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders.
And seeing as your army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean the enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Right. Of course I'm on my own. Why wouldn't I be? No bloody different there. Wang. 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 I feel bad doing holy because I feel like you're not dead. What? Yeah, I feel bad doing holy because I feel like I'm blinding everybody when I put the video up. I should do like a flashing warning, you know, like flashing lights warning. Dear, Sprite's starting on me. Who involved this one? I think not, my little friend. You has it? I have finished killing the Gigalians. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that, between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those magic horrors. It's the time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know that the west is now clear. I would appreciate if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Oh no, Minfilia 2.3. I think this is the last time we ever speak to him anyways. Corporal Bumpkin, what news of the Garleans? The raiding parties are no more then? Excellent. The Imagina engineers were most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Oh yeah, an uninvited Ascian. You must be anxious for word from your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, and that is the Rogadin lady with a large axe. It would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I don't know what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Fanland is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you check on her before you continue on your way. He really is just like Minfilia. A talk, talkity talk, talkity talk. Oh, Riman. She killed one.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Eorzea never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
She senses me. A useful talent.
An Ascian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of Lahabrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Oh no, Minfilia's in danger. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we are going to do though, we're going to end the video there. But I've enjoyed, I've actually really enjoyed this video. I enjoy all of them, but like I've especially enjoyed this one. I don't know why, it's just something about it that... I think it's just Moonbreeder, she just makes you happy, doesn't she? She's mint. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Please like, subscribe and comment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.